Welcome everybody, we are in game number 2. It is a best of 3, it is the winner's match for Group C, and well, this has been one of those weird series, but I wouldn't expect anything less out of Starbuck. Spawning here in the top right corner of the map from Mouse Sports, it is going to be the purple Zerg player, trailing 0-1, Starbuck.
The bottom left, as the red Protoss player, it is Liquid MaNa.
So Starbuck went with some weird stuff. I'm kind of thinking like, even if he loses this series, that would be almost in character for him just because he wants more airtime to show off and do his kappas and all the other Starbucky things that he does.
I don't know, but I bet MaNa's feeling pretty good. That kind of like took zero effort.
I wouldn't say it took zero effort though, because a lot of it's paying attention. We've seen I've seen personally a lot of players, I mean, especially, was it during the last big tournament we threw, get caught off guard by Nidus worms over and over and
I
over.
agree.
So, I mean,
like, it's a very
easy
delicate...
once you get over that first hump, I think is a better way to phrase that.
It's a delicate defense, but honestly, it's not like super Gosu micro or making hard decisions. It's literally watching the minimap with your eyes and then clicking your probes over.
Opposed to watching with, what, your feet?
Well, exactly, right? So, like, you know, it's not like a diss to either player. It is literally just like MaNa got lucky with the Pylon Scout, and since then it's all about watching the minimap. It's I don't know, it's kind of like that one trick pony unless you get really, really lucky. But Starbuck again with the weird stuff.
Well, hang on, I kind of feel like this might be sick off the back end of that game. Like, he reveals a very late natural base last time. Oh god, is he actually gonna scout this?
Well, he saw the pool was a 15 hatch timing, so he's gonna go check.
Yeah, okay, he's gonna find out the gold. He actually goes to check his own gold at the same time too, because this is kind of a Catsy, Starbucky type build. But yeah, he catches this. Starbuck does not see the pro, but he will in a moment here with the coming in with the forge
cannon
down.
Oh, he does. He's the forge. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. You're gonna do pull all your probes over here?
Oh!
Or pull your drones over here, rather.
This is actually really cool that MaNa recognized you could do this, because I doubt he's had practice seeing the positioning on this base. Like, how often do you have to worry about cannon rushing a gold, right?
It is super cool, but even without the pylon block, one drone wouldn't have worked anyways.
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't know that was not working, right?
Yeah, okay, you would guess, alright? As I say, he's not gonna pull 10 drones over to his gold to try and cancel his cannon.
So
he could try, but
it probably wouldn't work.
He could try, but it probably wouldn't work. I'm just saying.
Alright, so this is gonna get really annoying for Starbuck. You throw a lot in the line actually by diving out here.
Whoa, that cannon doesn't hit anything.
Yeah, one cannon scumbag. But a layer's coming up really fast behind this.
Into mutas. That's how I like it.
Is it though? I kind of feel like this.
I don't know. You know, like widely, I'm guessing here.
Well, I'm thinking this might just be a Nidus farm again.
I would really like to see mutas.
I don't know. I can see a Nidus farm.
Well then, who's gonna get their ice cream in it today then?
But it's not Roach one. So like, what are you gonna put in that Nidus farm? I guess. So
Lings. Isn't that what I did last time?
I guess.
Excuse you.
No, what was it? Jim Rising. Jim Rising during Copa America did that, if you recall. He had the Nidus in, I can't remember his base, but just went mass lings.
I do remember that on Overgrowth, I do. And it hit perfectly before like a 6 gate happened or something like that. That was actually off of like 2-0 going on 3 base, I think, though. Because I remember just being so surprised. Like, if there's only 1 base or if only 2 base. Oh. It's gonna be Swarm Host. Are you for real?
Is he gonna be 1 base Swarm Host? Oh my god. Where's Hendrilus? Somebody go find Complexity's Hendrilus right now and let him know what's going on.
Oh, it totally is. Oh my god, I haven't seen this in years. Well, a year.
Okay. Circo's been up for like years, I guess. The cream spread over here with the tumor's kind of cool. And a Nidus Worm. Okay. So there's like 2 base Swarm Hosts, which I love. 1 base Swarm Host is just as dirty though.
Yeah, so like what the real power behind this is usually that you get a lot of drones and like put like spines and spores and queens to transfuse.
No queen, please.
It's pretty sick, and by sick I mean sickening.
Yeah. Makes me wanna just throw up.
I'm just kidding because I never had to deal with it.
Well, here's why this is gonna be problematic. Swarmers are like what, 200, 100, and the Nidus Swarm itself is gonna be another 100.
Yeah.
Like Starbuck doesn't actually have a lot of gas to work with. He either gets this Nidus Swarm down or he's screwed. That's kind of the bottom line.
It was pretty important that he did not lose this queen.
Oh wow. Ooh, what are you doing, dude? He's got more range, barely. He's trying to kite with a creep. There's no way. Oh, the Lings went down too. The distraction at the front no longer here, but he gets a Nidus in the main zombie grub. The pylon! He sees it, but he doesn't have to get a lot of units on. He has to get 2 swarm hosts. How can he do it?
No.
Oh my god, it's not gonna. Ugh. Alright, so he's gonna put it outside. This is where you can jump between the two, though. Like, you rally 2 locusts towards the front, then you put another Nidus in the main later.
I'm sorry.
But you're supposed to do this off of 2 bases because you have more than 2 freaking swarm hosts. He's actually loaded drones into here. Is he gonna build spine crawlers?
That's what isn't that what I said, chat? I said you're gonna build spores and spines.
I'm just surprised it's actually gonna happen because
this isn't work. Yeah. This is just like half the power of what used to be this old all-in that was actually very powerful and people had a lot of trouble with it. But it's obviously only on 1 base, so it's really not that powerful anymore. MaNa's gonna get like an immortal in a couple of units and just like walk over.
Yeah. I mean, this is some cool stuff. I like the idea behind it, but will it work is the question. I mean, here's the thing, and I really want to clarify this, guys. Some of you might be thinking like, wow, he's just cheesing because he has no idea to play MaNa in a macro game. Like, you hold your tongues, good sir. I've seen Starbuck play macro games, and I want to remind you, I saw him do strategies very much like this, beating players like first in DreamHack to get through the round of 16. So, I mean, is this weird and stupid? Yes. Does it work? Also, yes. Just maybe not right now.
Maybe not on 1 base. I don't know. I'm not quite a believer yet, but these things can sometimes really spiral. Depends on if MaNa remembers that old days of like having to deal with the actual all-in, not this weird like, oh, I try to take a gold and then 1 base all-in. Yeah. Because if he does, like, you just get Colossus out, you eventually break free. The follow-up for Starbuck is usually like, you know, you try and expand, you try and actually like play a macro game with a contain. And MaNa tries to get like a War Prism to take down the drones, but... So,
I think one of the things we gotta keep an eye on, by the way, because I think he is going to try and get out of Nidus in the main at some point.
It looks like it.
Yeah, but it's a question of like how and when.
And is it really that effective? Double Robo on the way. Again, not very many units.
Double Robo! Oh, it's so beautiful! Oh, the word! Double
like
Robo!
A raincoat. Yeah, I like that shirt.
Yo, this is actually doing a surprising amount of damage, though. The amount of cannons that have been invested into this, the fact that 1 Colossus actually doesn't stop this. You need, like, seriously 3 or 4.
Yeah, 4. It's all about buying time, though. I'm not entirely too worried.
Well, I'm kind of like, why doesn't he just warp in, like, a couple Zealots over here and go to the base for the gold?
He really should. One of the best strategies against this was to get a War Prism and to go over and kill your opponent's base. Like, no, seriously, like, what are they gonna do? Like, put 1 Nidus, like, 1 Swarm Host in the Nidus and try and defend with that? Like, it never works. You just kill the hatchery. I guess MaNa's kind of forgotten, or maybe he's probably just investing literally everything into Colossus right now.
This is so silly to watch. The voice ones are great, by the way. It's like
Does he see the Nidus? Nidus, see the Nidus! What are we gonna get in the main?
Okay, so he gets to the main, right? Like, there's no cannons up here, great. But is this gonna be enough? I mean, there's Colossus out, right? 3 of them.
I do wonder. There's gonna be 5 very shortly. He could potentially focus on the Nexus and get out.
Look at all the probes. The probes are just shocked. They're like, what's happening? What was that sound? Stop everything and find out right now.
But don't actually move. It's fine.
Okay, so he's not gonna get lots for this. Just backs the hell away and goes back outside the front. So it's the bounce tactic that if you can get in and out, that's great. But has no defense here for that Nidus, so it does go down.
And Aspire, I forgot. Like Corruptors are also very key in holding this contain while you try to macro up. Like flashbacks, so like being on a team and watching like my Zerg teammate try this, and like he severely mismicroed the Corruptors and almost lost the game in a game, mind you.
He's freaking expanding behind this.
Yeah, you just play a soft contain game. It's like you got siege tanks and a TVT.
There's too many Colossus.
They actually can't walk up to this. Like, they have to take so long to kill the spines and the spores.
I guess, yeah, with no bonus damage, but...
Well, you're supposed to have Corruptors by now.
Right,
but,
the Spire's on the way.
On 1 base. On 1 base. It's gonna get 4 Corruptors and then have to bounce.
Okay, so we're starting to walk away with this.
Why not just go back to the Nidus? Oh, he's just moving.
Moving back a little bit. Doesn't want to be, like, you know, fully in the range of the Colossus. Oddly enough, the Spines and Spores did buy a lot of time.
They did. It comes back to the problem, just not having enough economy, not having enough stuff. Like imagine this all like doubled, right? Like you had a hatchery, a gold even, like there's double of everything, and like the spire came out twice as fast. It actually looks really really strong. But now MaNa's gonna have like an indestructible army. I think he has enough Colossus. He can start like adding fodder to it now. Yep.
What's scary to consider, like, I think had he not placed the cannons down, I mean, the cannons were a necessary loss. Had he not placed those cannons down, I think MaNa may have lost this game. So, I mean, there's a lot of good decision-making out of him, as weird not as it may have been. He kept his cool, he got the Colossus, didn't panic, he didn't go for a Void Ray or anything quite so crazy.
Again, almost assuredly, he remembers the days beginning of the Heart of the Swarm, where a lot of Zergs are trying this all in. And it's again, half the power, but basically the same response. Get a lot of Colossus and try and break out before they have enough Corruptors to kill the Colossus. Like, that's the game you play, and MaNa played it, a little better by killing that gold base.
Sorry for the observing guys, trying to contact the other players in Group D to see if any of them are available early. Even though this is a Swarmhouse game, I don't think it's going to go on too long. There's a couple of Corruptors floating around, so maybe he starts pushing this back a bit. That's not a whole lot of
army.
stuff.
What the flip? The scary
Pick up the observer, 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 pick up the observer. Nope. GG. Alright, MaNa will take a 2-0 and be the first one out of the group. Congratulations to him. Whoop whoop. I'm gonna go message him a big congratulations real quick.